The James City County Board of Supervisors represent 5 separate districts and the 73,000 people who live here. Through the board's support and guidance, your county government continues to plan, provide, and maintain services that make our county a premier community. As we reflect on fiscal year 2017, the accomplishments of the board and staff help lay the groundwork for actions and initiatives identified in the county's newly adopted strategic plan. Here's a look at some of our accomplishments this past fiscal year. To meet the growing needs of our community, James City County spent about $5.3 million on capital projects in FY17 to replace and renovate aging facilities. This money went towards projects such as the renovation of the Human Services Building on Old Town Road, the new fire station in the Stonehouse District, construction of James Blair Middle School, scheduled to open in the fall of 2018, the county-wide strategic plan adopted by the Board of Supervisors, and a new 10-year water withdrawal permit issued by the Department of Environmental Quality. Stormwater projects, such as the drainage improvements at Brookhaven, set the stage to meet growing needs and help the county protect natural resources.
Before, this project was an uncontrolled runoff area with a lot of erosion, and all of the erosion and pollutants would go downstream and settle into our wetlands and to our lakes and streams, and that pollution would cause problems for the wetlands. This project received a grant from the state's Stormwater Local Assistance Fund, which paid approximately 40% of the total cost, and the total cost of this project was $330,000.
The financial health of our county is driven by a diverse local economy. The county continued to offer fun tourism events for visitors and families and created a website devoted to tourism events. Anheuser-Busch announced an $18 million investment in new technology and equipment at their county brewery. The LPGA returned to Kingsmill for the 13th year. The Williamsburg Environmental Group was awarded the 2017 John Smith Award by the Economic Development Authority. Businesses, both large and small, are investing in our community.
Billsburg Brewery is our first small craft brewery in the county, scheduled to open in the fall of 2017. It gives people another reason to come to the marina and is a great complement to the outdoor recreation that we have here.
We strive for excellence in everything we do. We received awards for a number of different services in FY17. Our county website, launched in FY16, was one of 10 in the nation to be named a Best of the Web finalist. Among the nominees, James City County has the smallest population size and the smallest budget. Our video team took home a Telly Award for their Mainland Farm documentary, and an honorable mention from NATOA for the Explore James City County Tourism promo. Parks and Recreation was also recognized for their work on Freedom Park's Multi-Use Trail 3.
We won the Governor's Environmental Excellence Award, which is presented by the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality, and really for 2 reasons. One, when the trail was built, we followed a lot of strict environmental guidelines. We used an old logging road. There was minimal disturbance to habitats and to vegetation. And we also rerouted the trail over 700 feet when a threatened plant species, the small world begonia, was found.
Tracking annual expenses, revenue, and performance metrics helps us to ensure citizens are receiving quality services in a cost-effective manner. The police department had a 1.8% decrease in calls for service, and the crime rate dropped 5.9%. The fire department saw an increase in both the number of fires and total calls over FY16. Parks and Recreation conducted more events in FY17 and saw an 8.7% increase in total attendance. And the county received $100 million in state funding for the Skiffs Creek, Croker Road, and Long Hill Road projects. The FY17 operating budget was $196 million, a 3% increase from FY16.
The county's budget ties into the county's strategic plan and comprehensive plan, and we do that to make sure that the allocation of funding is tying back to the Board of Supervisors' priorities. Over on the expenditure side, the majority of our budget, over 50% of our budget, goes to our school system to fund our local share of the joint school system. The second largest expenditure is in public safety.
The county expanded public outreach efforts to support our desire to be more open and transparent. A new series of podcasts about your local government began in March, generating close to 900 listens by the end of the fiscal year. Social media engagement increased over FY16, with Facebook likes up 30% and Twitter favorites up 23%. County website traffic continues to rise as we optimize the site for easier navigation, up 20% over FY16.
Technology in James City County is key to becoming a premier community. It also allows us to tell the county story of history, tourism, sporting events, as well as our operational initiatives that focus in on making James City County a great county.
There are a lot of reasons James City County is a special place.
It has a historical character as well as a beautiful setting.
The great residents of James City County, the 75,000 people that support what we do on a day-to-day basis.
The Board of Supervisors and the staff here really make this a premier place to live and to work.
They play a big role in supporting our Parks and Recreation Department and our parks.
We have very strong tourism destinations with Jamestown Settlement, Jamestown Island, Busch Gardens.
The county has very nice topography, and it's a wonderful place to live.
We also have a very strong manufacturing base that helps diversify the economy, and we have wonderful outdoor recreation opportunities for both visitors and residents.
The great staff.
I'm always impressed when I'm working with other departments at the knowledge base that we have here at the county, and also their willingness to work together and collaborate really for the betterment of the community.
We have a vision, we have a future, and we are leading the way to 2035.